All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 877 on this beautiful Thursday evening. That's right. We're going to have the Serious 6. We're going to go over some content, techniques. We're going to do it in 6 different exams, 6 different questions, 6 different answers, all answered a little bit different, tying up the whole week of the Studying Brews. We gave you keywords. We gave you techniques. We gave you content. Tonight, we're going to put it all together. We're going to call it the Serious 6. So thank you all for being here. My name is Andy. I am the guy behind the amazing Brandy. She's got her Series 6, Series 63, 26, 65, and the Series 7. And she is more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice and strut hard into this tax season, helping people lower them tax liabilities. We talked about it a little bit last night on the Wednesday, Free Content Wednesday. We were talking about my pal Ira and his cousin Roth. If you missed it, that was a good episode. We had a lot of great information just for free.
Yeah,
for free.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not all we do. We got a lot of other stuff we do for our members. Today we had some great test taking technique workshop. Next week we're gonna have more of that. We're gonna show you how to pass those exams. But guys, none of it matters if you don't stay consistent. You got to stay consistent. You got to work after it. And Thursdays, I always like to arm you up before the weekend because the weekend has a plenty of distractions. You know what I'm saying? Someone wants to, move. Someone wants to go to some lunch. Your fourth cousin on the third side of your family that's once, twice, 3 times removed wants to come over, and you got to go to a party with that cousin you haven't seen in a million years, but now they want to reconnect. Like, I get it. There's a lot of stuff you have to go to, right? And they have to be a part of. Yes. But you know what you need to do? If you know that's how it works, you need to go ahead and get your studying in early. You got to make sure that you get it done early. You got to make it happen first, not last. Guys, most people don't study if they make it the last part of their day. Why? Because it's the last part of the day. They usually, I filled up my whole day. I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. I don't know how I can keep my eyes. I'll just do it twice tomorrow. Guess what happens tomorrow? You don't do it twice tomorrow. No, you don't. You never do. You don't. No, you don't.
You don't.
All right. I'm going to give you a key. I'm going to give you the main way, the number one way to fight back procrastination. It's called immediate action. Take immediate action. As soon as you go, I'm going to do it tomorrow, you go, nope. Andy told me take immediate action. And slowly but surely, you will retrain your brain, your routine, and the way you behave, and you'll start overcoming your disease called procrastination. Procrastination is the killer of dreams.
That's true.
It is the killer of goals. It is the lifeblood of regret. Procrastination will get you all the time, because even if you do get it done, even though if you do get it knocked out, that's how I like it. I like to have all that pressure. It's still not at your top potential because you're just under rush. You're in a rush. Imagine if you gave yourself time in the gym to work it out. What if you gave yourself some time to really work those questions?
I work better under pressure, though.
You work better under pressure? Then give yourself a deadline and start working now. Mm-hmm. Instead of giving 3 weeks to study, then give yourself a week and do it now. Get it done. Guys, we've had people knock out the SIE in 1 week. Mm-hmm. I'm not lying. More than once. Start on a Thursday. Next Saturday, they were taking the test.
Mm-hmm. And
passing. Done. So if you're a well-motivated person and you're going to do it, you're just going to do it. I know Brandy gets irritated because I have the saying I do. It's all, if you're going to do it, you would have done it. Oh, she gets so mad with that.
He just doesn't.
Because I will go do something that somebody was procrastinating on, and they're like, I'll do it. I'm like, no, if you were going to do it, you would have done it. Just do it. Just get it done. Stop procrastinating. Make it happen. Get it done early. Stick to your commitments. And what do I say, Brandy? What are the 3 keys to getting this done?
Decide, commit, stay consistent.
And that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. So if you're in this weekend and you're a member It doesn't matter if you're like, well, I missed out on the academy and it started, or I wish Brandy would go over that course. Oh, I missed that course day. I missed that, whatever. Guys, we have a 21-day plan. We got all that stuff there where you can just go ahead and just look up the stuff you need to go watch. You follow the plan. We got Lily, who just passed her Series 7. She's going for her 66. She just signed up today for the Series 66 and the 65. And guess what? Already knocked out the first video. Already done.
Yep.
That's how you get it done. And you keep the momentum going.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of binge watching, episodes of some TV show that doesn't really matter, start binge watching things that do matter.
Yep.
Guys, if you got a tax refund coming to you, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in assets that pay you back. Whatever thing you think you're going to go buy because you have a couple bucks, guys, it depreciates the minute you put it in your hand. The minute you drive it off the lot, the minute you take it home.
Mm-hmm.
You go invest in yourself, it'll actually appreciate.
Yep.
It will appreciate. And your future appreciates you.
That's true.
That's how that works. You can sign up by scanning the QR code, hitting the links in the chat. We got the Kona Academy. We also have the 21-day plan. We have stuff for the SIE, the 6, 63, 26, and 65. If you're wanting to study the Series 7, you're going to have to give me a call, 951-290-3077. I'll help you out. We got the Kona community, the Discord. By the way, Tim and Jonna, they're still looking for partners who want to, study up with them this weekend. Guys, grab a partner and do over to the Discord. Go study this weekend. You know what I mean? Go study. You can do it over there. Meet up.
Do away.
That's right. Do you ever do square dance?
Not square dance, line danced a few times.
I was forced to square dance as a kid. My family were a little bit of a cowboy. Anyways, yeah, go get onto the Discord, get into the Kona community. Go ahead and head over there. We got the study guides available as well. Scan the QR code, hit the links. All right, tomorrow we got the Kona Academy. No 63 tomorrow, but we do have the SIE and the 6. That starts at 9:30 a.m. Pacific. We got 11:30 a.m. for the Series 6. In April, we are going to have a complete overhaul of our whole schedule when it comes to the Academy and live sessions. So stay tuned, everybody. We're going to have more of that next week.
And then I put that in there for next week.
Next week, we will be doing this. But next week, I'll have more information how April's going to go.
Yeah.
So Tuesday through Thursday, this is what's going on next week. We're going to do nothing but Q&A. We're going to do test taking techniques. There's going to be a lot of all member sessions. So make sure to pay attention to your Patreon and all the announcements coming out.
Yes.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Series 6, 6 questions, 6 answers, content, techniques, strategies, 6 different exams. Pay attention to how Brandy does it. Don't overcomplicate it. I heard Brandy laying the smackdown today in all of the different live sessions. It was pretty cool. And I loved it when she was on the Series 6 and she was in there and she was telling people, why are you overthinking? Why'd you guys just click it? That's too much. It was pretty awesome. I actually had people over and they were listening to Brandy teach. They're like, dang, listen to Brandy go. So if you want to get more of that, you guys, this is the free version. You guys see what we do in the members. So let's go, Brandy.
Yes, guys. And remember, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to use the techniques that we learn on Tuesday. And you know what? We're going to keep that positive mental attitude. That's what we're going to do tonight. You guys ready?
Yep.
Sorry. My sound effects. All right, guys. To have only time value in the money, at break even, or out of the money. Oh.
In the money.
Are these options?
Out of the money.
These are options.
Yeah, but you know what I see here? I just see like, look, you tell me all the time. I was paying attention on Monday.
What were you?
I was paying attention on Tuesday. I was paying attention on Wednesday even.
Yeah.
But you did tell me to pay attention to opposites, like you just did, in and out of the money, right?
Yeah.
And then there's an only there. That's a Mona. That's usually a not true.
Right.
Not all 100%.
Right.
Not all the time.
No.
Just like Lysol, 99% of the time, but not all the time.
Yeah.
And at break even. That just means like, even.
Break even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put in money in, I got money but I didn't make anything. I didn't lose anything. I'm even.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So yeah, we're talking about a client owns. Now, guys, you guys got to pay attention to this, right? Because I did say we're do a little bit of content.
Well, tonight is a Serious 6 where we do a little bit of content and technique.
That's right. A client owns a DEF February 50 call at 3. So, couple of rules. Burn, 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 burn.
We like to call it in the arrow we trust.
In the arrow we trust. We buy the arrow, right? So that is my call because we call up. I hear is my 50 strike because that's right there. That right there tells you what we're doing.
It says up and it's at 50.
Exactly. The next part of this says, and the current market price for DEF is 56. I don't know about you, but that is definitely higher. That is the current market price, current market value. It's what it's currently trading at. It's the price of the stock.
Right.
Guys, that up arrow tells us one thing. We like that.
Yes, we do.
In the money.
We making money, right? And if you didn't know any of that, let's use common sense. Is 56 the same as 50?
Oops. No.
No, that's not break even then, right? We can get rid of it.
Yeah.
To have only time value, that makes no dang sense. We can get rid of that. Now it's just out and in. Now, if I'm below the 50, I would consider that out of the money.
And guys, when we teach options, we teach it to utilize the arrow or the keywords to remind yourself of things, right? Up arrow in the money.
Hence why I say, if KonaButterflyz had money, and on the bottom it would be printed in the arrows we trust.
Yeah. We had our own currency.
If we had our own currency, it would say in the arrows we trust.
Exactly. But that's how simple it is. If you guys noticed, I've been saying this in my classes and I'm going to mention it here. If you guys notice, I didn't say a client owns one DEF February 50 call at 3 and the current market price for DEF is 56. This position is considered. I didn't do it like that and then start. What I did was
you slowed it down.
I looked at it
and you broke it down like Charlie Brown.
Yes. And I looked at it in sections. What do I know here? Boom, map it out. What do I know here? Boom, map it out.
Like you guys think I'm kidding. Break it down like it was almost like a dance beat. You know what I mean? Put some rhythm to that.
Mm-hmm.
Put some cadence to it. I'm serious. Like read these questions with some cadence.
Exactly.
It'll help you so that way the words don't all blend together and blur together, because that's the problem, is we see it all in blurry mess.
Right.
Slow it down. Put some rhythm to it.
Yeah. Accept the order from the husband. Who are you, husband? So no, I'm just saying.
Dang. Women's History Month? You want to pull that?
No, I'm just kidding. Is that a joint? That's JT. That's short for joint.
Oprah said, "My time is up." I'm just kidding.
Right. And that's a question mark, right? So I'm thinking to myself, is this a joint account?
Right.
Accept and place the order, but make a note it was placed by the husband. What? Why would I don't even know. In all of my studying, I've never heard of who called it in.
Yeah.
Right? Not accept the order unless specific instructions are received by the wife.
That seems a little bit more legit to me.
This seems legit, right? And especially if this is like an individual account, like it's her account and he called it in, right? Is the husband's name on the account? Exactly. Not accept the order unless it's been approved by a principal. And my question would be, why? Why do I have to get approval by a principal? That's going to slow everything down.
That's like getting approval to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, kind of. The husband of a customer calls to place an order in his spouse's accounts. We're not a joint account. So now I'm going to look at this and I'm going to cross this one off. So now I'm going to look for, and then again, this principal thing, right? So now we get it down to the C. We're pretty sure the answer is C. I'm going to see if the wife did give instructions just to confirm it, right? He informs the registered rep that his wife is traveling, but she gave him the authority to place the order. Who? Did she give him, hey, can you call this in? Did she notify the representative to call it in? I don't know. The representative should not accept the order, and I love the out unless specific instructions were received from the wife to the rep.
Right. She needs to call the reps and say, yo,
Hey, my husband might be calling in some orders for me.
yeah, do that.
You
Right.
he is my he can make decisions in my account.
I know it's confusing because you're like husband, wife, his money's my money, her money's my money. No,
Not unless
no, no,
no.
no.
And you know how yesterday, guys, we mentioned that IRAs can't be joint accounts? This would be, I mean, it doesn't say that this is an IRA, it just says spouse's account. Same thing.
Because you know why?
Why?
Love is not always and forever. Always and forever. Nope, not when it comes to money.
No. All right. I have a short covered.
Yeah.
Huh? What is that? Short covered? Is it a short blanket?
Just like a short mini skirt.
Wow. You went mini skirt. I went blanket. I'm writing blanket.
All right, go ahead. Maybe it's those small shorts from the 70s. And
Yeah.
we don't know how everything stayed in there.
They're coming back.
I know.
Street. We deal on the street.
Yeah.
We deal on the street. Broker dealer name. Short means I borrowed.
Dealer's name is 50 Cent.
I borrowed to sell. And long means I owned. Own or owned. I own it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you own it, you can hold it for a long time. You can do whatever you want with it. You own it.
Yeah, you own it.
Own it. I can hold it for a long, long time.
Exactly.
But it's short. People you borrowed it from tend to want it back
Eventually.
fairly sooner.
A and C both say short. Oh, and look at. These are opposite.
That's right.
And then these both say short.
They're related.
Right. And then the person who's a Series 7, who just passed for Series 7, said that short cover doesn't even exist.
It doesn't exist. Just like, why are you talking about short blankets?
Get out of here. I'm thinking of one of those blankets you put on the couch. A client has requested for her firm to sell 2,500 shares of DFG common stock.
Don't they call that a throw blanket?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, throw it out. I'm just kidding. The stock is being held in street name within the client's account. As for the location of the securities, the order ticket is marked. Well, I know why you would want to say B, because it says it's in street name, but it's not located on the street though.
It's in the client's account.
And can I tell you guys, when I went to go answer this question myself, I kind of did what the person in the chat did. I go, oh, street name. Wait a minute. The question says within the client's accounts. The stock is being held in the client's accounts. Where's the location? This would be an example of making sure you're paying attention to what's being asked.
Okay.
Owned it, held, client's account, location, owned.
There you go.
This was not, to me, I look at this one and I'm like, this has everything to do with just slow it down.
Right. And if I would have seen like the client borrowed it, they would have to say it, right? Like it came from somebody else owns it. Like there would have to be a clue to why it's not a short.
Exactly.
But there wasn't. It was more like it's in this guy's account or the gal's account.
There's some sort of borrowing margin. Margin would be a huge clue.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Margin would be a clue for short.
Yeah. Distribute sales literature with the preliminary prospectus. I totally marked the wrong answer on this one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I did. So we're going to erase everything that we see. Give a red herring perspective to investors.
Yes.
Take binding indications of interest from received from prospective investors.
Yes.
Never publish tombstone advertisements.
That seems like a no.
Never, right?
That's
usually.
Tombstone advertisements are almost like the thing you do.
Exactly. Take binding indications of interest and receive from prospective investors. Can we do that? That would be like taking money. We
can't do that.
and distribute sales literature and with the preliminary prospectus. I don't remember seeing that, but this is the most simple answer, isn't it?
Yep. Because a red herring is also bait when you fish. And if I'm fishing, which is another word for perspective, I'm prospecting, I'm looking to hook some investors. I don't know. I'd use some good bait.
Mm. After filing filing of a registration for a new issue with the Securities and Exchange Commission and still in registration's cooling off period, the broker dealer may. So we can't sell it. So out sales literature, out binding. That's never. So you're out. So we can do this. Now, guys, super distracted. So I did select the wrong answer when I did that part, but that's the answer.
Dang kids. Blame the kids.
It's the kids' fault, bro. They were talking to me.
Yep. The dog farted. The kids were yelling.
I don't know.
Things were going off.
Yeah, that's what happened. But anyways, but yeah, that's the answer.
I believe it.
But yeah, exactly. Just simply give a red herring. It's the most simple answer.
Yeah, there's no violations there.
No. All right. Inflation. We talked about this last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We talked about the Asians last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday, we talked about this.
Inflation, stagnation, stagflation. So when we have these, I like to just look at what the words are giving me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Inflate a balloon. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Inflate a tire, inflate your ego. We're all going upwards. Stagnation. Ain't going nowhere. That puddle got mosquitoes growing in it, moss. I'm not looking forward to that, by the way.
No.
Stagflation, Brandy.
Mm-hmm.
What does that say?
I don't know. It's a weird word.
It's weird. It's kind
Strange.
of like it's going up, but it's not going anywhere.
It's just something. I don't even know what that means.
Deflation, we're taking the air out of the balloon. It's a balloon just letting air out of it, just farting around the room.
Yes, that's my. It's like this.
We've all seen that.
Yeah. Or when you guys, you're deflating a balloon and you hold the little spout thing and it goes.
Yeah. Flatten.
Yeah. Okay. Increasing cost of goods
That's
and oh wait, hold on. Increasing cost of goods and high wait. How can we increase the price of goods when nobody's working? That's weird. Got it?
Yeah, if nobody's working, if that means nobody has money, but yet the price of all the goods are going up.
Huh?
That is not something you want in your economy, right? We want people to buy stuff. They buy things. People have money. They can employ. The circle is complete. It's a circle of life.
That's right. So that's really weird. So it's a weird situation. It's a weird word. I think this is the last one. All right. Twice as many shares at the same price. Guys, look at this. Twice, half, same, original, same, twice, half. What the heck is
This is where you gotta map it out a little bit.
this is where you gotta map it. So I'm gonna go twice as many.
It's almost like word. It's like word bingo.
Yeah. So twice as many up
Word twister.
at the same price. So you guys, what I did, I just
Right.
I just took symbols out. That's all I did. I just symbolized those.
Okay, like look, I like some of you are already guessing what you think it is, like forward split, whatnot, right? Stop. Look at the techniques, look what it's reading. Stop guessing what it is in the content.
Yeah, let's just observe.
Just observe.
Observe.
Shut that part of your brain off. I know it's hard, it's difficult, I know.
Twice as many shares at half the price. Half as many shares at twice the original price. half as many shares. Half
The same
that's
price.
down at the same price. So what do we know about studying insecurities? Opposite arrows.
Yes.
We love the opposite arrows.
One goes up, and the other one has to go down.
That one's opposite. This one's opposite. These are not opposite.
A and D are not opposite.
Okay. So if I'm increasing my number, did I break it?
If you're increasing your number, did you break it?
Did I break it? I have one vase. I dropped it. Now I have many pieces of my vase.
Yeah,
So that's probably a forward split.
I would agree.
Or I just split it.
Yeah, because
I have one banana. Now I have two bananas. And I'm going to make a banana split.
or I had one large jumbo slice of pizza. I cut it right down the middle, and then I got two or smaller slices of pizza.
Right.
But it's half the original price because you're getting a smaller slice.
Yes. Now, C says I have less number, but bigger price. Did I glue it back together?
You did. That's a reverse. I took those tiny pieces and I put them back together because you know what?
Yeah.
Nothing's better than that big piece of pizza. You roll it up, you eat it New York style.
Like the reverse split is such a weird thing. Reverse split. You just glue it back together.
Well, for me, it's not because I'm a welder, so I just weld it back on.
See, there you go. He welds it, glue it,
I got to
tape
cut.
it.
I can cut it apart and weld it back.
Staple it.
I didn't staple. What do you think I did with metal? Staple?
I'm just saying around the different ways you can reverse a split.
Yeah.
Which of the following describes the result of a 1-for-2 reverse stock split? Reverse.
Look, if you look at things and observe them like that, instead of jumping to conclusions, it's a forward split or kind of guess what it is through the content, you miss the easy part. All you needed to observe in these is the concepts. This is a clear case of just looking at the concepts. You didn't really need to know any kind of 1-for-2 or any of that stuff, right? All you needed to do is connect the fact that it's a reverse and you're connecting with the concept that is reverse. That's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's an easy one that's easily missed if you try to force content and just stop looking at what's on the screen and just make simple observations.
Well, and this is the last question. I'm exhausted.
Here you
That's so many of the same words. I don't know what's going on. Map it out.
Yep. Then the guy next to me passed gas.
Or your dog.
Or your dog. Sorry, I'm talking about this a lot because the dogs keep passing gas as we sit here. It is distracting to say the least. And it is filtered into my
I'm like,
evening.
it's way better than it was 2 days ago.
Oh my goodness. Anyways. All right, everybody. We appreciate all of you being here. Look what I just remember what I said. Just keep it simple. Make your observations. If you can make it simpler, take the easy route.
Yes.
Take the easy route. It saves you so much time in having to sit there and memorize so many things.
It is true.
Just look at the simple route. It's right there. It's almost saying take this way. But so don't fight it. Just go with it. Remember to go ahead and get your study in this weekend. Armor yourself up. Fight those distractions. Stay consistent. We got the academy tomorrow. We got the Studying Brew and a whole nother week next week for everybody else. Guys, thank you so much. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys so much for being on. We super, super appreciate it. Guys, keep it simple. Don't forget to take your quizzes tonight and through the weekend. We will see you guys next time. Have a great one.